It's opening week for Captain Marvel! Hi, we're Sash and Luke, and welcome to Geek Arts Unmasked, the family-friendly show that focuses on teaching you everything about characters and how to draw them. In today's video, we're exploring none other than Captain Marvel herself, Carol Danvers. As always, you can follow our drawing tutorial on the right, or get the narrated version in the description below. Being a mainstream Marvel character, Captain Marvel has a massive story over several publications in comics, TV shows, and games. It's important to note up front that several Marvel characters have held the mantle of Captain Marvel. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at the original journey Carol Danvers takes to becoming Captain Marvel. Created by writer Roy Thomas and artist Gene Cole, Carol Danvers' first appearance happened in Marvel Superheroes issue number 13 in March 1968. Her first appearance as Miss Marvel was published in Miss Marvel number 1 in January of 1977, and then as Binary in X-Men 164 during December of 1982. She then went on to appear as Warbird in the Avengers number 4 in May 1998, and then finally assumed the mantle of Captain Marvel in Avenging Spider-Man number 9, July 2012. Based off the 616 universe, Carol Danvers is actually the daughter of Joe Danvers Sr. and former Kree champion Mari L, which makes her half Kree. Carol entered the Air Force and rapidly rose to become one of the leading agents in military intelligence, usually teamed with Michael Rossi, who became her lover later on. Upon leaving her work as a spy, she became security chief at Cape Canaveral for NASA, where she met the Kree captain Mar-Vell. During a battle between Mar-Vell and his Kree foe Yon-Rogg at a hidden Kree base on Earth, Carol was accidentally irradiated by the unknown energies of the Psych Magnetron, a device built by the Kree. Good question. Prolonged exposure to radiation usually leads to cancer. But in this case, the radiation from the machine eventually augmented her entire gene structure, giving her superhuman strength, the ability to fly, and a clairvoyant seventh sense. While on the surface it seems that the Psych Magnetron gives her powers, we're gonna go out on a hunch here and say that the exposure to radiation simply awakens her dormant ability, like a catalyst because of her maternal genetics. Her mom also had similar abilities after all. Regardless, with these powers, she assumed the guise of Miss Marvel and established herself as a champion of Earth. Much like her DC counterpart Supergirl, Carol Danvers works as a magazine editor and freelance writer in New York City. She quickly... That is the question of the day. After working several cases with the Avengers, Miss Marvel was invited to join the team during the Scarlet Witch's leave of absence. She quickly established herself as a valuable member, but left the team following a bizarre, unwanted pregnancy caused by Marcus, who claimed to be the son of Immortus. Marcus manipulated Carol into believing that she loved him and took her to his home world in Limbo. What? No! You, my dear boy, are a product of love. Despite this trauma, the good news is that Carol learned how to use Immortus' time-traveling technology and eventually returned to her time. Upon her return, she angrily confronts the Avengers, expressing her resentment towards them for falling for Marcus's lies and manipulation of her in the future. Talk about messed up. Seeking peace of mind. No, baby, stop. No. No. Leave that there. Carol departed from the Avengers and relocated to San Francisco. While there, she gets involved in a battle with the young power-absorbing mutant named Rogue, who we know from the X-Men. Rogue has the ability to absorb the abilities and life force from anyone she touches, and through this battle, Carol loses all of her Miss Marvel abilities, leaving her in a coma with only her augmented genetic structure. Rogue also drains Danvers of her memories, most of which, however, were later restored by Professor Charles Xavier. The downside, however, is that her emotional links to all those memories were lost for good. No. We all do, son. We all do. I can't remember what it's like being a baby, which is why you're on this show. Later still, Danvers was abducted by the alien brood and subjected to an evolutionary ray which triggered the latent potential of her augmented genes. Thus, she became the cosmic-powered being named Binary. No longer feeling the strong emotional ties to the people and places on Earth, Danvers decided to leave Earth and pursue adventure as a member of the spacefaring band known as the Starjammers, potentially to be seen in the upcoming movie. In terms of powers and abilities, Carol is capable of propelling herself through the air and the vacuum of space at tremendous speeds. Although her top speed is unknown, she flew at 3 times the speed of sound for several hours, so it's likely that she can go much faster than even the speed of light. She has the ability to heal, which she can consciously push to an extent, boasting a healing factor supplemented by absorbed energy. In addition, she's able to rapidly heal others also by focusing different forms of energy into their body. When Carol transforms into her energy manipulating state called Binary, her skin turns red and her hair becomes a corona of cosmic flame. Here's the mind blower. Binary can tap into the energy of a white hole, a region of space which is the exit point of a singularity's ultimate inward collapse out of one universe and into another. This interdimensional breach is the weak point at which Binary is able to divert small portions of cosmic energy into mentally activated disturbances of space-time. She's able to shape these disturbances into various lenses that focus or diffuse these relatively vast energies for a number of star-like effects. As Binary, Danvers is able to radiate heat, light, gravity, as well as other properties of the electromagnetic spectrum. The energies that Binary taps gives her a class 100 strength and the ability to easily lift over 100 tons. The force is strong with this one. Okay, we think it's clear that the limitations of Binary's physical powers are not yet known. There is a limit, however, to how long Carol Danvers is able to remain in her Binary state. After a massive expenditure of the gamut of stellar energies, she reverts to her human form and must rest for an undisclosed period of time. Returning to Earth some years later, Carol is exhausted of her cosmic energies to save the sun. Her powers severely depleted, she spent months recuperating at Avengers Mansion. While Earth 616 universe was merged with the House of M reality, Carol experienced being the most popular hero on Earth. Former LA Marvel dubs her Captain Marvel as he lay dying, which becomes the title she operates under to this day. If you're good, we'll sneak you into the cinema. With that, guys, we're going to bring this video to a close. If you learned something new today, give this video a like and share it with all your friends who are also excited for the movie. Till next time, say bye, Luke.